What's going on today from Mark's Reviews and Rants? How's everybody doing? Just thought I'd get back and give you a little tip, just give you a little tip. Some people probably already know. This right here is a little Dollar Tree. I bought a while back at the Dollar Tree. They always sell these for $1. I got 3 of these, or 4. I use for different things. But when you're on a road trip or something, or anywhere, like at night or anywhere, and your battery dies, your car turns over a little bit, but it don't start, it's best to have one of these. It's a jump box. And my daughter had trouble one night. She left the shop and was supposed to go pick it up, and they had it turned around a certain way where I couldn't even get my jumper cables in there. And I didn't have one of these at the time. So I told her, I said, go and get one of those. And I told her what they look like. And she went and got one. And then I got my dad one. And then after I got him one, I went and got one. And I've used mine on my son's car he sold. He had it just for a little while. He never did really drive it. And I did it, I can't remember, I think I did it. Yeah, I did it on my, my car. My son drove my car for the first time I ever let him drive it to work last year. And he called and said that it won't start. That's because it needed a battery. I thought it sounded slightly different, But, so I went, had to go, I think it was about 12 something at night. I had to go and jump him off. Then I followed him home. And they come in handy, especially, if you know how to hook them up. If you're anybody, I ain't gonna say ladies, because there's a lot of ladies that know more than we do on cars. If you're anybody, carry one of these with you, and just make sure it's charged up. Make sure, just check it once in a while, make sure it's charged up. But this brand right here, right offhand, I don't recommend it. Yeah, I jumped my lawnmower off a few times before I got me a battery. I did jump my lawnmower off about 2 times before I got me a battery, because it wouldn't charge up no more. But this brand right here has been around for years. It's an old brand. And the reason I would not recommend this right here, maybe I got a bad one, I don't know. It's worked as far as charging, but the first time I jumped a vehicle, which is my car my son borrowed at work. The first time, this clamp right here, you squeeze it to open it up, put it on the battery. I ain't gonna do it hard. 3 different times that thing has come off the spring. The spring right here, it come apart. These 2 right here came apart. So it took me a minute. And you know how that is at nighttime when you're trying to jump off and go back home. It took me a minute to get all this hooked back up, because the little spring slides in there. And it goes together. But, of course, red's positive. And you just hook it on your positive. Just look at your battery, you'll see a plus. This is negative. So you just hook them up like that. And Schumacher's been around for years. That's why when I got it, I said, darn it, they've been around for years. They've had machines and all, But the first time I used it, it did it 3 times. 3 different times on the car, the first time I used it. This came apart. As soon as I squeezed it and started putting on a battery, it come apart. And it comes apart right here. And the spring, and it takes a minute to get it all back together, because you got to line it up and everything. I should have maybe took it back, got my money, and got another one. But I got it at Walmart, and I forgot how much I paid for it. But some people got big ones. Some people got the bigger ones, and I've heard some people say they're not really good. They're not really good or anything. They're like a little piece of plastic protecting it right there. I need to pull off. But I used it just one time on my car my son borrowed and took it to work that night. And that's when it came off, right when I started to use it the first time, that right there come apart. I'm like, good God, I just got these things. Just like this right here, you take it, and there's a little rubber piece right there. You pull it up right here. This is just to protect the plug. It's like a weather plug. And you take these 2, and you stick it in there. You stick them in there, and that little green light, there's a light that comes on. And it also has a flashlight, in case you need a flashlight, and I think it blinks too. But there's a number of ones like this. There's quite a few like this, but this right here is compact. It's compact. I mean, you can take it and charge your cell phone. You can use it to charge your cell phone in. And there's your power plug right there. You plug it in to charge it. You just want to keep an eye on it every once in a while. Just make sure it's charged. Because you don't want to leave it in your vehicle and the battery go dead and you're stuck one day. This right here is a lot safer too. You don't have to flag somebody down and say, hey, can you give me a jump? And a lot of people don't want to do that these days. It's hard to do that these days with these computers in these cars, because these computers, you jump it off the wrong way or it sparks the wrong way, you don't mess up your computer in your car. But this is Schumacher. Like I said, they've been around for years now. That's why I thought I was getting a good one until the first time I used it and that thing come apart. I charged that car one night. My son used my car the first time going to work. And I thought just that day, I thought it started good. But I thought I heard like a little bit of just a slight hesitation. So anyway, he called me, man. It was about 12 something. I went out there and took this and went out there and jumped him right off. It jumped off right away. And I said, I'm going to follow you home. Just go straight home. And I said, don't run that radio or nothing, But, let me see where I'm at here. I hadn't looked at it in a little while. I checked it. 55%, see? 55%. So I'm going to go in there now. Well, it's showing 34 now. It went down all of a sudden. Kind of went down all of a sudden, it seemed like. Unless it started out at 55 and it dropped. It was already down. 34. See, so now, I'm glad I decided to do this video because I checked it maybe a month ago. After it's been sitting in there for a while. Maybe a month ago. I checked it and it was 100% still. It's still sitting there at 100%. So I'm going to go in and charge it up. It takes a while to fully charge. I'm going to charge it up. And then I'm going to put it back out there. I keep it in my truck. I really need two of them. I want to keep it in my car. Sometimes if I use my car, I'll switch vehicles sometimes. There's something you can plug. That's your phone. If you want to charge your phone, you can charge your phone with this. You can plug it in the side. Plug that in your phone and it'll charge your phone up if you got a connection. Or I think you can charge this thing, if I'm not mistaken, you can charge this pack right here off a computer. Just plug it up to the computer and charge it, I think. I think you can do that. It's got the same connection. Yeah. But I'm glad it's a compact thing to have. But like I said, I kind of wish I would have maybe went and exchanged it or something. I hope my daughter still got hers because she traded cars a couple times since she got hers. And I hope she didn't just leave it in the car. But it's got like a little light on there. It's got like a little flashlight. Little strobe light right there in case you're on the side of the road or something. You can put it on your car if you want to, or in the street behind your car, somebody hits it. It's a little strobe light too that goes like that. It's a little emergency light. You push that button right there and it goes off. A little bit faster one, see? I think you got you just keep your finger on it and it goes off. That's what you do. You take that rubber thing off and then plug them in there. And then you hook it up. I'd give it like a minute. Just hook it up for a minute. Just a minute. It didn't take me a minute last time, but just hook it up and then go start your car. And like I said, I started my lawnmower. Of course, I had to stay on the seat. I had to stay on the seat of the lawnmower because if you lift up the seat, the little safety thing, it'll cut it off. But it comes with this one right here. Comes with a little cheap bag right here, little bag with little tie, little rope things on it, But I like putting my stuff in a box. So that's what I'm gonna be doing now. I'm glad I did this. I thought about it the other day. Thought about doing it the other day, and or yesterday I thought about doing this video. I said, I might as well do a video. I've used that thing several times. Well, like I said, it's compact and everything, but Schumacher. It's been around for years. This company right here, I remember the name from years ago. But that, like I said, that positive clamp, it just come apart. I used it the first time I used it. I pushed it, started putting on the battery, and it come apart, and it took me a few minutes to get the thing right where it would go back together. And I'm gonna go in and charge it. Like I said, I checked it a month ago, and it was 100% still. I said, man, it's holding. He's holding the battery good though. It's holding it. I got another plug. I don't even think came with it. I got like I think it's a phone cord, a cell phone plug. I got several of them. That's what I use. It's got the little block with it. That's what I use to charge it up with. But you can use that cord. I guess it comes with it. You can use that. Plug it in the computer, you know, and have it charge. But I just use that phone charger. I leave it plugged in, and I keep checking it once in a while. And it takes a while to charge up. But it'll get you out of a jam. Like I said, it's not a safe world out there too much anymore. It's not a safe world. You gotta, if you're out there by yourself and you go to start your car and you gotta depend on flagging somebody down. You know, when your kids, you know, you talk your kids into buying one of these too, cause you know your daughter. You don't want your daughter out there, you know, and have to sit there and flag some guy down she don't even know. And then some people don't have jumper cables. I got a pair behind my seat in my truck before I got this. I got them in there, but like I said, a lot of people don't like hooking them up, man. Nowadays, you do a little spike and you spark that thing and it hurts your computer. I mean, you're looking at it, damn, you know, ain't no telling how much these computers are $500 and up, $500 and up. According to what kind of car you got. You might spend $1,000 or something for a computer. But like I said, I bought this from the Dollar Tree there, and I had something else in this. I've got about 3 or 4 of these, but I'd rather have it in here. So I just have it right there behind my seat in my truck. And I went and got some milk today. You remember I made a video on the milk I bought Friday, and the expiration date was Sunday. And it gets old. Milk gets old fast. I mean, you can't let it go past that expiration date. But I went today because I had to mail my pension paperwork off, and I have a funny feeling, I have a weird feeling something's going to be wrong. I know it is. They had so much information on there. They're going to send me something back saying I got to do this or that. But I went to Office Depot and made me 2 copies, one of my license, my driver's license, and the other of my marriage papers saying that we're divorced, separated, and all that stuff. Then I bought some stamps. Stamps are like $12 for a book at $20 now. Then I went to Walmart from there, went over to Walmart, got some milk, right in the darn end cap right there. Right in the end cap right there, them moon pies I like. I haven't bought none in a little while now. But I got a pretty good deal on them, man. I used to spend like $4 or something for 8 double-decker moon pies. The ones I bought today were, you get 12 double-decker moon pies, and that was $4 and something. So I'm thinking, I thought I got a pretty good deal on that. Deal, last several I got. And you got to look for them in that aisle where the cookies and all are at Walmart. You got to really look. And they're on the top shelf. They're on the top shelf in the aisle. You got to really look for them. I couldn't find them a couple times. But right there on the end cap when I was heading to get the milk, there they are on the end cap. 12 double-decker moon pies, and I had to get them. I couldn't resist. But I'm like, damn, man. I looked. I really didn't even notice how many there was until I got home, but the box seemed a little bigger, and I looked at it. I said, there's 12 of them in there. I'm used to getting just 8. There's usually 8 when I buy them for $4 or something. So I really don't want to spend that, but I went ahead and got it. But I thought about doing this review yesterday. It just hit me all of a sudden. I don't know what reminded me of it, but I bought this. I think it was last year. It was last year. Because my daughter, see, they I forgot what they did at the shop close to us. They had her car at the shop. And she went to get it, and it wouldn't start. And they had the car besides a couple other cars, and we couldn't get in there with jumper cables if we tried. We couldn't. You couldn't even pull them around front because there's a hill and then there's a quick trip right there. It's kind of a hill. It's not like a street in front of it. But so I told her about going to get this. She went and got it. And had it on her. And then I got my dad one for, I think, last year for his birthday or something. Then I went and got one. I said, I got to get me one of them because it makes sense to have them. But like I said, if you keep it in your car, just every once in a while, every 2 weeks, just kind of turn it on and look at it and see where it's at. It's always good to be carrying it when it's 100%. I mean, it'd probably start a car now, but it's always good to have 100% on that thing. Especially if it snows in your area. See, it's 34% now. Especially if it snows in your area or something, it's real cold, a battery's going to have to work harder. So it's always good to have 100% sitting there waiting for you. That's Schumacher, but they make other ones. They didn't have no EverStart when I was there. I'd probably got me an EverStart, but they didn't have EverStarts. But these are better and less bulky than the big ones. You know, there's some with a jump start and air compressor on there. And I heard several stories about it not being good, like the air compressor's not good or anything. But it's good to have it. Do like I do. You can either keep it in a little bag, like I said, with a little drawstring on it. It comes in this bag with a drawstring, but everything's got to fit in that bag. But like I said, I like mine all in a box right here. See, I can keep it all in a box. I just keep that at the bottom. I ain't throwing it away. So, yeah, that's what I use right here. I didn't know I had it in a box. That's what I've been using. Yeah, that's what I charge it up with right here. So I'm going to go plug it in now and let it charge. And then when it charges, I'm going to put it back in my truck. But like I said, sometimes when I drive the car, I'll go ahead and put it in the trunk of the car, you know. Sometimes I'll just put it in the trunk of the car so I'd have it handy. Well, anyway, enjoy your Monday. This is Monday, the 17th, October 17th. I'm going to mail my pigeon paperwork and all whenever the mail truck comes. They've been coming late for the last several weeks now. They've been late, and I don't like leaving my mail out there all day. I don't like leaving it out there all day in the mailbox. And I could have dropped it off the Walmart mailbox, but that's the one where my son's money, the check, that's the one I dropped it off into where he didn't get his check, so I don't know. I'm just going to hopefully put it out here. I know there's a lot of personal information in that envelope. And it says put a first class stamp on there. On the pension paperwork envelope, it says put a first class stamp. I went ahead and put 2 because the envelope felt kind of heavy. It wasn't real light, so I went ahead and put 2 on there just to make sure. That's Mark's Reviews and Rants. If you like my videos, hey, thumbs up, subscribe, and pass it on. Pass it on. Help me grow a little bit. That was my review on Schumacher. Like I said, you might get a decent one or something, but the one I have right here, like I said, that came apart 3 different times. When I used it 3 times so far, it come apart, and I had to, it's a pain in the butt, put that spring and I'll line it back up with here. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I'll be getting back with you. I'll come up with some more reviews for you. Y'all have a good one. Schumacher.